In Sloka 38, Lord Krishna says, in this world there is nothing as purifying as divine knowledge. One who has attained purity of mind through prolonged practice of yoga receives such knowledge within the heart in due course of time. So he explains, knowledge has the power to purify, elevate, liberate and unite a person with God. So it is thus supremely sublime and pure. And Bhagavan has taught us the knowledge also. It is up to the people to learn theory and put it into practice. That is, we should have both theoretical and practical knowledge. And there are differences between. If you learn everything by reading scripture and we learn about soul, then Maya, Karma, Jnana, Bhakta and everything. But learning is not enough. Only learning is not enough. We have to follow that. We have to put into practice. Only then we realize God. We go into the path of God realization. Whereas in the practical way of doing, we realize God. So we are moving in the path of God realization and we follow sadhanas to apply what we learnt through scriptures. That is, we are applying the divine knowledge and we are experiencing and we are practicing through yoga and we are putting all the theoretical knowledge into practice. So you have realized knowledge, and that realized knowledge makes our body, mind pure. When body and mind become pure, so intellect takes over the control. So intellect controls the mind. So we follow that divine knowledge and we elevate ourselves. So this is what happens when we put what we learn into practical way of doing karma. The realized souls like Narada and Janaka, they always learn and put it into, but that is what they do. And Janaka, who was a Maharishi as well as a king, who used to learn a lot and he used to discuss with all the scholars, the experts, the learned persons, and he apply in the life. And Janaka used to have discussion, debate with Yajnavalkya in his court. He was always found with the company of scholars because he kept on learning the ultimate truth and he followed the path of God realization. That's why you could be both Rishi as well as king. He was a karma yogi. And Narada learned from Sanat Kumar, and who used to move from Bhuloka, Vaikunta, and he was a Sanchari. And he kept getting the information from realized sages. So this is very important. So we have to learn from them. So Shravana, listening, Manana, and thinking on what we learnt or what we listened. And Nididhyasana. We have to get answer. We have to get our doubts cleared from what we learn. So these three to go continuously to elevate ourselves, to attain divine knowledge and put it into practice. And Atma Jnana, that is the happiness. Our happiness is in Atma Jnana. We search outside. The happiness we search outside, but it is within us because Atma is on its own, is Anandamaya. We don't know about that and we don't try to learn about that because we are covered by a Maya. Let us remove that ignorance. Let us remove that Maya and realize the Atma, and Atma is self-illuminated. So through that, let us get that intellect. And with that intellect, let us control our mind and go to divine path. So ignorance is burnt by fire of knowledge. Once a rishi was going through the forest. On his way to some place, he found the forest, the trees were burning. And when he came back through that, he was moving through that place. After some time, he found the forest was filled with trees and full of green. So he was wondering, I saw the trees were turned into, they all burnt to ashes, but now I find so many trees here. So this is like, the root is there under the ground, so it is alive. So it helps the trees to regrow. So it is like, this is how our karma vasana. Our karma vasana is there. So what happens? That karma vasana bound by the gunas, rajas, tamas and sattvic, we do the karmas again and again. So if you are rajas, we do the karma with more of sinful reactions. And if we do tamas, we don't do the good karma at all. So if you are in sattvic, we realize and we do karma as a karma yogi. So because of karma vasana, like a root always there, the karma vasana is there. So it makes us do the karmas again and again. So the reactions of our karma make us get the birth again and again, and we continue our journey. So how to get out of that? That is what taught by Lord Krishna here. So if we offer the karma to Bhagavan, and if we are always in the thoughts of Bhagavan, he guides us because he has taught us karma yoga. If we follow the karma yoga and do our karma will not have any karmic reactions. So we are relieved from that karmic reactions. So Bhagavan has given us the way. He has showed the karma yoga. So it is up to us to understand it, follow it and put it into practice and get ourselves relieved from this. What we are undergoing now, it's a very tense situation. So we find people getting affected by corona very badly, and what we see is very unpleasant and we don't know what to do. So the situation is beyond our control, beyond science. So it is only God can help us. So let us surrender to God and let us not be selfish. That is what he says. Let's extend our hands to others. Within our capacity, whatever we can do, let us help others and let us work for others. Let us not be selfish and let us do our duty like a karma yogi.